welcome back to my Sesi membebel. This is my second time. I swear just now in my earlier video I said I'm not gonna re-record it, but because this Sesi membebel is like very free and easy topic, right? It's just a sharing session to you guys about my life and the lesson learned especially. So I hope like memberi iktibar and, and memberi pengajaran. So I'm gonna slot in some bahasa in here because I'm from Malaysia. And to you guys, before you guys embark in any business transaction, when it comes to business with friends or family members, don't try to avoid all this paperwork or agreement. You know, you cannot sue or can not do anything about it, but at least you have some kinds of paperwork for you to bring to the police station or bring to court. And I myself invested a lot in the past few years, seriously a lot invested, but I am not actively involved. It's just that I trust that person to run that business, and somehow like our friends, you know, like for example in this food selling business, you know, F&B, how hard can it be? Like, how is it not making money? But it's like you would never expect, if that person is like, you know, from school, and then you know for many years, and then you never expect that the person is going, that couple gonna cheat on you, right? And then especially if like that person is already successful, like for example in 101, you know, I think the name like similar, I shall not mention the names, like, but the name is like Tangang Seafood, you know, doing very well, but you didn't expect. It's like if you joint venture for another branch or another franchise, and like that person is like gonna like make abuse in terms of your lack of knowledge in the food industry, because you just trust that person to run, because I just don't have time to micromanage it, even though that person is like your schoolmate or your friends. So the moral story is like you need to have paperwork, and in the past few years I just don't know why, like even I think it's because of the pandemic, and to each his own, everyone's for himself. It's like even though they're your friends or you're there for your families, it's like, you know, they're just taking full advantage of your niceness. Is that even word, your niceness? So agreement is very important. Honor your agreement, but unfortunately not everyone values that. Like I said, to each his own, especially in this tough economy. You know, they can be your friends, but they can siphoning their money, taking the money out. I have been investing in quite a few type of industries lately. I mean, no harm trying, right? It's just that I don't micromanage it, because you trust that person to run it. You trust that person to, you know, as your classmate, or you know, I mean, I come from a nice rural suburban area. I'm not sure if you guys familiar, but Malaysia in general is like quite nice, and then East Malaysia is even nicer. And you would never expect it's like people like this exist, like take advantage of the friends. And the fact that you like, you thought like, oh okay, I mean, one thing is like in the food industry, for example, the one I gave, I'm gonna give another example in the construction site. It's like you would never expect, it's like if you joint venture, because this person approached us like, okay, we're not enough manpower, it's like, can you know, combine joint venture with us, and then it's like, you guys provide the capital and we provide the business model. But end up it's like, it's always like when we ask for payment, it's like later. And the fact that I wanted to bring this to police report, and I will bring it one day, especially it's like may not be the police report, but maybe like MITI equivalent, I don't know, KPDK. So embarrassed. But yeah, how can your friends do this to you? How can your friends take advantage of you? You know why? Because there's no agreement, there's no paperwork, there's no signature, right? Even as I said, once you got an agreement, it's up to your generosity whether or not you want to pursue this in court. You want to pursue this to police station. I would. Seriously, I hold it. Because this person is making so much money in 101, right? You would never expect that particular food store, seafood, gang seafood, whatever, you know, you can't sue me because I didn't mention the full name, and it's not even your registered company name, so it's okay. So I'm surprised that this happened, I'm not surprised. So lesson learned, do an agreement. Another one, for example, construction, also classmates. So why is this happening? Is it like economy not good that now people are becoming more materialistic, that they eat their own friends, harapkan pagar makan padi? Why is this happening? I'm so glad I have family to support me. I have basic, especially my parents, because all these investments are not going anywhere, and I only can blame myself, to be honest, for not having agreement on this, for trusting your friends, for trusting your old classmates, for trusting your, they're not my classmates, but for trusting word of mouth. I was like, oh, this person is nice, that person is really truly qualified to do this job, or this person. And again, like I said, be very very careful, especially if you're the subcontractor. Despite whatever, food delivery, subcon for construction, subcon for anything, services, traveling or renting or what, just be very very careful and have some kind of agreement, and make sure that agreement is stand. Go through commissioner of oath, just like how you did tenancy agreement. Be very very careful and wise about this. If you are not strong in terms of financial background, hire a proper qualified, maybe like once you start making profit, maybe like this is additional cost to hire people that know about numbers, but it can protect you in the long run once the business take off. Yeah, so please guys, if you do anything, even in social media, you got for example, it's like post this sponsorship and three photos in Instagram and then pay me, make sure there's an agreement up front, make sure there's a letter of offer up front. And the moral of the story is, to each his own. Don't be selfish at the same time, but sometimes even your family member or your close friends or your best friends since kindergarten can be selfish and take away your money just like that and pretend not to know. Even in a small town, they have that thick face. It's like, oh yes. But for those of you, that did take advantage, I don't say just because it happened 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, or even this year. Believe me, I'm the type that actually will take action. So by hook or by crook, you just be careful, because I don't want you guys do this to other people. So I will take action. Yes. Anyhow, that's my Sesi membebel. Luckily, I still have an income. I have to be strong. I have very strong, supportive parents, so that helped me in terms of financial. So don't give up. Try and try again. It's a lesson learned for every failure, right? But some people, despite whatever you advise, still the ego comes in and don't want to learn. So yeah, do you want to be that person, or do you want to learn from mistake? I think that's so many now with the unlimited amount of information coming from social media, from Google, right? You can learn a lot from mass media out there of the lesson learned. You can. So you may not need to go through it, but learn from other people is also a good choice. Yes. So don't give up, keep on trying, just learn and don't repeat the same mistake again. So I hope this is the best sesi pengajaran. Actually, another best sesi pengajaran is actually climbing Mount Kinabalu, but yes, I'll share that in another video, because I want to show like what are the things that you need to wear. And I hope that you guys enjoy this year I want to reset. I have been like in and out. Like I said, it's like a few um, businesses are not doing well, and I'm not like directly involved, but like I just been very busy picking up, you know, what's wrong with all my investment. So I hope you guys ambil itibar and don't just look at Abang Tesla punya video je all the time. Okay, alright, I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.